Hollywood. Oh my God, it was so stunning. I mean, we'll go over our favorites, but it was like a whole nother universe, Beverly Hills compared to Jersey.
It was a whole nother universe. I mean, well, who is your favorite out of the way these women look here?
I want to say, well, I'm not going to say Erica, but Erica reminds me of a Barbie. Like she's the little Beverly Hills Barbie. And as I was watching her catching up on some of the seasons, the way she puts her Chanel blazer on with her Chanel earrings and her Chanel hair clip with her like she's very put together. She's very cute. Like she's like a little Barbie. Dorit as well. I liked Dorit's look and Erica's look, but
I'm
I'm going to give
looking.
it to Kyle. Kyle on the chair alone, like what a beautiful chair too. I'm gonna give it to Kyle. I would say second was Erica.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, and I've gotten into these discussions. It's like I don't always agree. Yeah, I agree. I think Kyle is number one. Erica seems like she fits in with everyone else with this pastel theme the least, but I give Erica second too. I think it's like old school Hollywood glam. It's like
Yes,
unbelievable.
very bombshell. Yes, and she's
And
got that tiny waist and that corset be underneath with the hips and like she looks luscious.
and I would give Dorit third.
Yeah, same. I had Kyle first, Erica second, and Dorit. And now watching some of these episodes, though, I love the way Dorit and Erica dress. I really
Dorit
do.
is like my best dressed housewife ever. It's just
Kyle cries a lot. I'm gathering that from Kyle. She's a crier. And let me tell you something about Rena. I always heard negative things about Rena. I had a couple old friends back in the day when I was on in Teresa's camp. A couple of friends who like loved Rena, and I never watched, so I didn't know. I just heard she was a
love.
little controversial. But let me tell you about something about Rena. Those eyes, like a lion. She's a beautiful girl. I don't give a shit if someone wants to say her lips are way big. She's stunning.
Lots of people hate Rena. I absolutely love Lisa Rena. I will always love Lisa Rena. There's nothing someone could
Yeah,
say. I think
I
Rena
like
is an
her.
icon. I think she's an icon outside of this show, and
I
I
like
love
her.
Lisa Rena.
Yeah, I like her. And then another one I was paying attention to a little bit, she's not on, Denise Richards. She was funny. She's out
Denise,
there. She's something else.
well, a lot of people want Rena back now. I don't think that is going to happen, but I thought
Yeah.
Rena was really good for the show,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, these girls just have so much to them. I don't see them working behind the scenes with bloggers pushing
Mm-mm.
fake storylines because their life is so full and rich. The storyline is just there. And I think they're all beautiful. I love, some of their styles more than others. I like some personalities more than others. I think Erica is such a Barbie doll, though. She really is. She's like a doll, like a life-size Barbie.
And look,
Um,
there still is drama. I mean, we are going to get into like, look, the whole thing with like what Kyle's going through, right? It's a real breakup with Mauricio. I don't
yes.
think we're going to see Morgan, but I mean, that is going to play out this breakup. And I think to me, the most interesting thing about next season is Dorit versus Kyle
Oh,
because
yeah. Yeah. And I hear Dorit behind the scenes. I hear Dorit is clocked in this season, that
I
she
heard
is
that
that
too. Yeah.
bitch, and that Sutton and her get into it the most. We're going to see a lot of back and forth between Sutton and Dorit, but I do
It's
hear Dorit
so
is
interesting
clocked
because
in.
Sutton sticks up to Kyle. She's not afraid of her. She says this thing where, like, I will not bow down to the temple of curvatures. But right, she does then stick up for Kyle against her. Like, that's why I love this show because there really aren't teams. That's the thing.
Yes.
This is what Housewives should be. And then you have Garcelle, who has had a lot of problems with Kyle in the past. You see her come to Kyle's defense. I mean, granted, I think it's also
Yes.
because she can't stand Dorit, but like there are no teams. And Kathy is very loyal to Kyle now. She will never go against Kyle again. They already did
Yes.
that. But Kathy, I mean, the night that I was at Sutton's with that picture that I took that you reposted, which everyone seemed to have a comment on, like, I mean, Kathy and Sutton are very good friends. So, like, when Kyle and Sutton are fighting, Kathy is not getting in the middle, but yet can go out to dinner with Sutton. And like, it's like, this is how life and this show should work. Like
Yeah,
your problems with
Kathy.
my sister are your problems, and you're still my great friend. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Kathy seems very motherly, like to everybody. She seems like the one that will take everyone under her wing. Like I like her. I will say that's what makes this show already so juicy. There's no alliances and no teams. Like it's kind of a free for all. And when you have that
Mhm.
freedom to just side with this one and fight with that one, it's like we're going to get authenticity all around, and we're going to get one great show because we're not worried about staying silent to appease this one so this one doesn't get mad, or we don't have to show our alliance to this one so we can fight with that one. It's just one big juicy like dramatic show. And again, every woman comes in with their wealth, their looks, their problems, their issues. This franchise is top tier. And
And
I can't believe that I didn't watch it, especially since I'm from California and I'm recognizing like when they were at the Belvedere, where they were at the 208, and it's like, oh my God, I eat there. I've been there,
how
you
how
know.
did Jersey become your favorite? Like I don't get it.
Yeah, so several years ago when I first started watching, I just remember picking it up season one, and I just started watching it. It was the time it was airing, and I was just like, oh, I like this show. And again, I related to Teresa because my parents were, immigrants. I was first generation, and I was very old school like that with my parents. I was always taking them food and taking care of them, and I always looked out for them. Like there was a lot of similarities with our families, and I just gravitated towards her. But I never paid attention to watch any of the other franchises. But it was just so crazy now that I'm watching Beverly Hills. I just think, oh my God, everything just feels so familiar. Like they were filming at a cafe, and I just saw the street, and I was like, oh, they didn't show the restaurant, but I was like, oh, they're at Cafe La Vie. Like they're here, they're there. Like I recognize the streets.
That's why I
It's
love it
crazy.
too. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's going to be interesting because like ratings are down for all these shows. Like New York and Salt Lake are in like the high 300s, maybe low
Yeah.
400s. Potomac's in the 500s. Jersey was better. It was, but like 700s. But Beverly Hills, when it ended, was the highest rated at that time, like last season and the season before.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so interesting when it comes back to
It's just so
see if
juicy.
this I hope it stays highly rated because I love it. And you look at like Jersey now, this is what I think. Like when Dorit gets off, like, when Kyle is like, whatever, and Dorit's like, no, I need you to shut the fuck up and I need to speak. So, like, these girls do go there. This isn't like watching the opera.
And
It's
it doesn't
still,
look
right?
fake, and it doesn't look produced. Like
No,
Teresa walks into a place and then looks at someone and talks shit and throws something and walks out. And it's like, sorry, baby, no one really fights like that in real life. We
this
sit
is
there and we keep going. Sometimes someone won't shut up. You got to take them out of the room. Like when you see the Beverly Hills girls fighting, even in the trailer, it feels more authentic than when they're fighting in Jersey. It doesn't feel scripted. And then, especially knowing now everything we've spilled behind the scenes, a lot of the shit Teresa was fighting over was scripted. So, I
And
mean,
it's not going to get too like when Dorit stands up and like the plates kind of rumble. This
yeah,
isn't Jersey. Now, granted, it is interesting. Erica runs in, like I think Sutton runs in. They're gonna like separate them, but like this isn't Jersey, so it's like they still do bring it. I mean, but it
yeah, they
doesn't
do.
go